It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, what a run for these Dolphins. Remember, they were bounced in the first round of the playoffs last year, but they are back as the AFC's representatives in Super Bowl 58.
And, partner, it's been a long time since their last Super Bowl triumph. That was back in 1974, and no one on this team was even alive when that happened, including their head coach. So plenty to play for here tonight, trying to add another Lombardi trophy to their arsenal.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're trying to pull off what only 3 teams have done before, go from Super Bowl losers to Super Bowl champions.
Last team to do that, the Patriots, Super Bowl 52 and 53. Before that, you've got to go back to the Dolphins in Super Bowls 5 and 6, and the Cowboys in Super Bowls 4 and 5.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how is your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Hurts going to keep it again. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Nice tackle, nice play by Kevin Byard.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. On 2nd down, Tua. inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Touchdown, Dolphins! Davante Adams, 26 yards. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Well, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Hurts. And that's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Back to throw here. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. This is Swift on the counter. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Tua, a final shot before half. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
2nd and 10. In motion left comes Williams. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, Hurts rolling to his right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Hurts going to get this to his running back, Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, here's Hurts. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. Running is Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll run with Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Tua going to run the sneak, and he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's back to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Smith.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot. But this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need 2 to tie. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is in. And the Super Bowl is tied. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, left side. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Tua now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. We are in true sudden death here. The next score wins the Super Bowl as they come up here on 2nd down. Tua's throw taken in by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action, now it's Tua. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
What a call this is. Tied in overtime, and they are going to line up to go for it. 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Now Hurts changing up the play. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.